Hello, everybody. Jim Masters here. Great to have you with us from all around the world. We are live worldwide, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Jim Masters Show, the entertainment lifestyle talk show series that we launched 9 weeks ago, and it has been extraordinary. So many people, I'm looking at the comments. We have tons of comments already, which is fantastic. Thanks for all the great comments already. I just said hello and we already have great comments. That's terrific. You guys are the best. We have viewers that tune in every single night. We are here every single night, and that is 7 p.m. Eastern. And we are simulcasting live right now on YouTube and on Facebook at Jim Masters TV. So sort of double barrel coverage there around the world. We have an audience all across the United States, Canada, as well as Europe, Asia, Australia. We hear from Spain. We hear from the Netherlands. We hear from Brazil. We hear from all points of the globe, and it is fantastic. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support. This show is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. And again, many of you know I do this professionally as a television and radio host, journalist, actor, voiceover, narrator, and artist, stage MC, writer, producer. I've been doing this professionally for years. And 9 weeks ago, we built a home studio, turned on the lights. I used some of my television background, and we created the Jim Masters Show Live. And the love and the support and the comments and the sharing of the links and hosting watch parties and promoting the show and everybody telling each other has been extraordinary. It's really cool to see the outpouring of love and support. Now, on this show, as we always say, if you're just joining us, welcome from wherever you are around the world. Post a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. The show is all about light, levity, and love. So we have amazing guests from all walks of life, fields of endeavor, wealths of success, from my friends in television, music, movies, stage, Broadway, as well as scientists and life coaches, inspirational people, chefs, sports stars. I mean, the show has something for everybody. And then sometimes if we don't have a guest, we do all kinds of on location segments too. And we do food and we do comedy and we do a whole host of cool things as your host here on the Jim Masters Show Live. So you can watch every single night and there's something different for everybody. And that's what a true talk show is all about, not just the same old, same old. I mean, last night we had Lionel Ketchian, who's the creator of the Happiness Club, with locations all around the world. We talked about happiness and how to attain happiness. Night before, we had the brain spotting expert, psychotherapist David Grand on the show. I mean, we've had so many incredible people. Marie Nesbitt's been with us. The Harp Twins have been with us. Paul Green's been with us. We had legendary Broadway veteran, television actor, movie actor, Austin Pendleton with us as well. We've had Pavlo, international guitarist, with us. Kathy Garver, who played Sissy on Family Affair, the sitcom in the 60s and 70s. She was with us as well. She was also in the 10 Commandments. We have so many incredible guests coming up. Tomorrow night, Danny Bolero is going to be joining us. He is a Broadway star, a veteran of Broadway, as well as television and film. He's all excited. We were chatting earlier today. He's coming on tomorrow night. So a bevy of fantastic people with us. And again, we're here live every night. So share the links. Tell your friends, share it on Instagram, Twitter, all at Jim Masters TV, share it on Facebook at Jim Masters TV, share it on YouTube. I encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where all of the episodes of this broadcast series are archived. They're all archived on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. So Feel free to subscribe to the channel. That the channel loves when you do that. So do I. And hit the notification bell. So whenever we post upcoming promotions about episodes and guests, or when we archive the episodes, you can see them all right there. Plus, you can see some of my professional work. And then also I do Masters Mantras. For a couple of years now on Facebook, I've been doing daily Masters Mantras. And these are observations of life. These are positive types of commentary and positive uplifting messages that I've been doing. And so many people have loved them that I've been posting video versions of them on the YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. So we're here at the home studio. We have a certain ritual that we do here at the show. We toast everybody. So we say hello to you and you and you and you and you and you. It's so cool. It's so fabulous. It's so awesome to have you here with us tonight on the Jim Masters Show. Or if you're watching in Australia, down under, we have a lot of fans there. We say good day, because I know you're having breakfast right now and you're starting your day. We have some sidekicks here, again, from our nostalgic show. Everybody saw these and they said, keep them on the show. We have comedian George Burns, who's sort of like my sidekick. He has a little cigar there and his glasses, and he sees all of you and he says hello, and he greets each and every one of you tonight as well. So there's your George Burns. I tell you, if I don't show these characters, a lot of the regular loyal viewers say, where's George and where's the characters? So again, the show is about light levity and putting a smile on your face. We've been going through some rough couple of months here. So let's come together and lift each other up through the show. Jeannie is in here. Yes, our wonderful beloved Jimmy Jeannie. She's in there. She's sleeping right now. She just got back from Baghdad. She was visiting her dad on Father's Day and her mother. So she's in there, and it's the official Jimmy Jeannie bottle. I'll put it down gently because I don't want to wake Jeannie up. And of course, when I was on the TV shoot in Europe, we picked up this wonderful canine who's sort of like a mascot now for our talk show here. There's your friend. Everybody looks for him. There is Silver, aptly named, right? Appropriately named. There is Silver. Silver sees all of you as well, and Silver says hello. And one more cast of character. Again, every host on television usually has a cast of characters and sidekicks and co-hosts and things of that nature. So here's another one, Jimmy. And Jimmy says hello to all of you too, right? Putting smiles on your faces. What a face, huh? I tell you, if I decide to take a day off, I'll have Jimmy host the show. What do you think? I think Jimmy will do a good job. So Jim Masters here. We've got a lot of great comments coming in. Let's take a look at all the great comments. I also want to tell you that my very special guest is a dear friend, a wonderful actress and singer, songwriter. We actually met, of all places where you would meet somebody, right at the top shelf. We met at Carnegie Hall, and I was emceeing this massive concert that our mutual friend Tim Janis presents, Tim and Elizabeth, and a whole host of people behind the scenes as well. And it's a holiday concert that happens every year, and that's to raise funds for actress Kate Winslet's charity, which is the Golden Hat Foundation, and that's for autism research. So it's a beautiful, beautiful charity, and I've always loved being a part of all of this, as do all of the performers too, and everybody who's involved in this massive project. And also there was Way of the Rain, which was with civilian Robert Redford and Tim Janis as well. And that was a beautiful presentation. So my guest, Olivia Clark, and I became friends along with all the other performers over the years, performing at Carnegie Hall in our various roles, me as MC and stage host, and Olivia as a singer and performer as well on stage. And it's been terrific. So I asked her a couple of weeks ago, hey, Olivia, we're doing this entertainment lifestyle talk show, my friend. Would you like to pop on? And she said, you just tell me where and when, Jim. I want to be there. So we've got a lot of cool videos to show you, and we have some clips and photos and cool stuff. So she's going to be joining me in just a second. She's also I've got exciting news. She is right now in a beautiful studio in Ocean County, New Jersey, and she went there specifically today, and she's been rehearsing and preparing just so she can perform live on the show exclusively for me and for all of you. Isn't that pretty cool? She's doing that exclusively just for us, and that's going to be coming up in just a moment as well. But first, we want to welcome our fantastic audience from around the world. Again, those that are commenting, some just watch for the heck of it. And let's see, what do we have here? Wow, we've got comments coming from everywhere. Here is Willie from Holland in the Netherlands. It's good to see you, Willie. And Willie, I know you like when I show these because of your Dutch background. There's your Dutch tulips for you, Willie. We got these when we were on a TV shoot in Amsterdam and Utrecht, and there you go. So there are your official. The reason why we do that is because Willie is in the Netherlands. And right now it's like 10 after 1 a.m. And Willie, what she does, I think it's pretty cool. She takes a nap in the day so she can wake up at 1 a.m. when our show starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific here in the United States. We're in the greater New York City area between New York and Boston. That's where the show originates. So Willie, it's like 10 after 1 a.m. She could be in bed, but we've got this running joke with our viewers. She gets up specifically and takes a nap early, and it gets up specifically just to join us. So we send some love out to Europe and the Netherlands. And Michael Haney is here watching on YouTube. Hey, guys, good to see you, Michael. Welcome to the show. We're here every night, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a cool show, lots of fun, a lot of cool guests, a lot of fun things we do. Great to see you watching on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. And Sarah is here as well. Yo. Good to see you as well, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. And Margie Inman, who is in Vancouver, Washington. Hi, Jim. Happy to be here with you and your guest. No lengthy note today. Sometimes she writes these beautiful, loving notes as far as how much the show really means to her. And she had mentioned previously to me personally, as well as on air, that she lives with a lot of severe pain, and that when she tunes into our show for the hour or so, the pain seems to subside. She refocuses. She doesn't think about the pain as much because she's focused on the light and levity and love and fun we're doing here on the broadcast. That's a beautiful thing, and it's very cool to know that. It warms my heart to know that is the response that Margie Inman in Vancouver, Washington, USA is getting. So thank you very much. The last message that she sent, it filled the screen so much I had to raise all the way up, and all you saw was the top of my hat. It's really cool. Thanks for the cool words, the beautiful words, as always, Margie. We really appreciate that. And Merlin Feilberg, great to have you with us as well. In Innerkip, Ontario, Canada. You made it tonight. Yes, we waited for you. It is a plan to have you here as often as possible. Your man, Jim Masters. Yes, I appreciate that. Thanks, Michael. And Marianne Kelly, who happens to be in New Jersey. Great to have you with us. Good evening, Marianne. Nice to have you here. And Ernestine Webb, who's watching in North Carolina, USA. Great to have you as well, Marianne. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. I know you've had some rain and stuff like that, but hopefully it's sunny where you are. It's sunny along the coast here. You know, I live along the coast in the Northeast, and we try to go out and get to the ocean. The ocean's my go-to place, so we try to get there as often as possible. And we were out there earlier today. Now it's a little cloudy. Looks like some rain. I hear some thunder too. Such a cool dude. Sarah, appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's nice to kick off a show with great comments like that. Wonderful comments we got coming in. Renee Jones Oskams, who is in Iowa, USA, as always, I tell her, the bread basket. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you as well. And Michael says, yes, Jim Masters is here. And so are you, Michael. And Sierra, great to have you with us. And yes, thumbs up. And Lucas, Quintana, Olivia, I made it. So that's good. Lucas is here. And Olivia is giving her thumbs up. She's excited that Lucas is here. And yes, they're all, some are watching on Facebook at Jim Masters TV. Some right now are watching on YouTube. Yeah, man, love you. Lots of love here. That's what it's all about. Hi from Hampshire, United Kingdom. It's now midnight, but still up. You too, Avril. You've been doing yeoman's work too by, hopefully you're taking a nap like Willie does in the Netherlands. I think it's beautiful that you do that in Hampshire, United Kingdom. There in England. As I mentioned, the Masters side of my father's side of the family come from Yorkshire, England. His mother's side comes from Ireland, and then my mother's side is England, Sweden, and France. So we've got that United Kingdom connection for sure. Good to see you, Avril. You are such a loyal fan, and it's cool to see you here. Welcome to the show. We got a great show in store with my fabulous guest and dear friend, Woo. And hello, Jim. And shout out to us. Yes, shout outs as well. Neat jacket. You know, there's a story to this jacket. Sometimes I wear these cool jackets like this. One of the things I do, other than working in television and radio and everything, is I'm a host for MGM Hotels and Resorts and Casinos. That's a freelance thing that I do. And these jackets you're actually seeing, I wear when I'm on stage or when there's contests and other big entertainment events, and I'm the master of ceremonies and host for that. These jackets actually are worn on stage at MGM. So I figured for this show, especially when we do the nights where we have guests where there's entertainment, music and all, and fun or comedy, I'll throw the jackets on that I actually use at MGM casinos and resorts. So we again, like I said, only the best for our audience here on the Jim Masters Show. Christine Fairwood, who's in Connecticut, says hello to everybody as well. Yes, that's right, Marilyn. Very important day in Canada. It is Canada Day. So we salute all of our viewers in Canada. Happy Canada Day to you and yours. Again, you're in Innerkip, Ontario, Canada. To you and yours and everybody watching, our neighbors to the north in Canada, we welcome you as well. Marilyn in Kansas, that's right, in Wichita. Good to see you, Marilyn, and hope you're having a beautiful day there. We have Isigari, who's in Barcelona, Spain. That's right. She's in Barcelona, Spain, and she is absolutely amazing. Good to have you with us here, Isigari. We love having you on the show, and it's a pleasure always to have you here with us. Thanks for joining us as well. And some shout outs for Olivia as well. Lots of smiles. Sarah is watching from her bed. Is it late night where you are, Sarah? Are you in Europe or you're somewhere? Willie says, beautiful jacket. Thank you very much. And Issy says, good evening, everyone. And Sharon DeMaria, good to see you, Sharon. Welcome to the show tonight. Happy Wednesday, everyone. You know, I've been rushing the week. I've been thinking that it's Thursday, and then I thought, you know, everything that's been going on around the world, we sort of lose track of what day it is. And here we've got 4th of July coming up next weekend. I mean, does it even seem like that? This year's going by so quickly. Allison Gibson, good to see you from Southern California. Good to see you in SoCal there, Alice. Appreciate you. You've been there as well. And, oh, that's great. Love Paul Green. He got you started watching. Yeah, he's another dear friend. And again, we've worked with him over the years at Carnegie Hall as well, as you know, and he was a guest on my show, and we had a cool time, a great conversation. And let's see, more comments coming in. Cheers, toast to you as well. And toasting from Renee, salute from Isigari. And that's your sidekick. That's right. Love that. And Jeannie, yeah, we've got the Jeannie bottle. And hello, George. Yes, George Burns, and more toasts. And Renee Katz, or Renee. I say Renee, but it's really Rennie, right? Did I get that right? She's going to be coming on the show. We were just chatting. She's a wonderful performer with a beautiful story. And she's going to be coming on soon as well and performing, and it's going to be fantastic. So, Rennie, it's wonderful to have you here on the show in the Midlands of Flushing, New York, in New York City. And Issy in Barcelona says hi. Kathleen Walker, who's in New York City. Hi, Jim. Hope all is well. Hi, everyone. Good to see you as well. And a few more comments here. Then we're going to welcome our very special guest, who's, again, so excited to be here. She's all in the studio. And Tom Treelor, the one and only, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jim Masters. Have a great day. Hey, Tom, hope you're doing well. Say hi to your dad, quote unquote, Uncle Artie. I hope he's doing well. And to Tawana and everybody, sending love your way. And thanks for being with us. And tell all your friends we're here every night, 7 p.m., my friend. Good to see you, Tommy. And thanks for that nice comment. Can I print that out somehow? Thanks, Tom. Appreciate those cool words. Really, really nice. And more great comments coming in. Barcelona, yippee. And Eileen Barker, who's in Australia, usually tells us to have a ripper of a time, which I love that expression. Hi, Gloria. Glad you could join. Hope you're doing okay. Willie. And again, some more comments coming in from everybody. We've got Sophia Stewart here watching on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. Subscribe to the channel. Give the channel at YouTube some love. I would love that. And I subscribe back too. So if you guys have YouTube channels and Facebook pages, I subscribe and like back. So good to see you, Sophia. And happy Canada Day as well. And Joseph Redone Jr., good to see you, Joseph, from Stamford, Connecticut. Great to see you in New England. And Willie as well, all saying hello to everybody. Hi to Rennie as well. And tomorrow is your Friday in Iowa. Well, that's good to see. We've got a lot of cool stuff and great comments and more comments pouring in. Keep them coming. Let us know what you're doing, why you love the show, and tell your friends. And also, where you guys watching from? A lot of you watch from all across the United States, Canada, and globally. You see it on the screen there. Very excited. My very special guest who's right now in a recording studio as we speak, and she's going to tell us more about that. Actress, singer, songwriter, Olivia Clark. Let me first tell you a little bit about her extraordinary background. I'll tell you something right off the bat. She actually was in a movie with Dick Van Dyke. Need I say more? Angela Lansbury. Charles O'Shaughnessy. Jane Seymour. Do we have to say more? It was called Buttons, a beautiful movie. And it's actually available on DVD as well. And it was produced by Tim Janis and Elizabeth Demmer, and labor of love. And it's something that's been a project for years. And I've been aware of it for the longest time. And we actually were up in Maine filming Celtic Heart, which was a beautiful special we did with Tim and everybody. And that was in Maine for PBS, for public television. And it was an awesome opportunity to be a part of that as well. I did the PBS national breaks and interviewed all the artists for the special. But Buttons is a real labor of love, and it's a beautiful, beautiful movie, very touching. And it came out for one day only in the movie theaters nationwide. And now it's available on DVD and streaming and so much more. It's called Buttons, and Dick Van Dyke was in it, one of my favorite people. So that's just a little bit of a clue as far as some of the things she's done. But she's done a whole heck of a lot more. We're going to show some clips as well. First, I would like to tell you more about the wonderful Olivia Clark. And we have a variety of different pictures of her over the years. She's amazing. She has written so many fantastic songs. She's got songs on SoundCloud as well. She's an actress. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She has a real passion for life. She's very enthusiastic. She loves the arts. She loves creating. She loves entertaining. She loves performing. And she's been doing it ever since she was a little child. Similar to me, I've been doing it ever since I was a child as well. We're kindred spirits in that respect. Original songs, Easy Love, The Chase, Dancing in Circles. She's very well educated as well, member of the Screen Actors Guild, the Actors Equity Association as well, and leadership, dance intern, Dance Molinari in New York City. That continues. Studied dance at Dance Molinari's for 8 years, asked by the owners to become an intern as well, assisted with teaching younger dancers and choreographing performances, organized classroom and music before and after class, part of the wonderful Broadway Youth Ensemble as well. And they've performed at Carnegie Hall as an intern, continuing with them as well, assisting with coordinating and facilitating auditions, mentoring the new incoming members, performed as a member for 8 years at various events and venues, benefiting charitable organizations in the tri-state area, which is beautiful work. Repertoire includes classical, pop, Broadway, and R&B music. Matilda choreographer as well. Choreographed the Pingree School Middle School performance of Matilda. Received the 2019 Swazzoli Dance Award for her leadership and mentorship of younger students. Senior Glee Club member and grade representative as well. She's been in films too, as I mentioned. Buttons, she played the lead in that movie. Buttons, and we're going to show a clip from that. And again, there's a wonderful performance you're going to see in one of the clips where she's actually singing and dancing with the legendary, and of one of my favorite people, as I'm a TV person, so one of my favorite people, Dick Van Dyke. That's Buttons. Also, the lead playing Amy in 18 to Party. We're going to show that as well. Lies I Told My Sister, Sarah, VO, that means voiceover. Tiny Action, she played Candace, supporting role there. A Different Son, did a German accent as a voiceover. And television, supporting for NBC, Draftsville, she played Tracy. The John Oliver Show, sketch comedy on HBO. Saturday Night Live as well on NBC. The David Letterman Show on CBS, Royal Pains co-star on USA, Paw Patrol, Sky, the lead, Nickelodeon Animation. Also being Coco, the lead animation, Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Sports. She played the principal, and that was for Nickelodeon, as well as Nickelodeon World Day of Play. Celebrity Ghost Stories, played Hillary for the Biography Channel. The Haunting, she played young Kip, supporting for Bio Channel. Boardwalk Empire, Beach Girl, she played HBO. Incredible. Also, off-Broadway performances too. Little Miss Sunshine, Dream Street, of course, Carnegie Hall, Christmas with Tim Janis and special guests, which I've had the honor to be a part of as MC on many occasions. The Way of the Rain as well. An American Christmas Carol, Broadway Youth Ensemble, as I mentioned, Balladeers a cappella group, National Children's Chorus, Nutcracker at the Mayo Performing Arts Center. Training has included voice, Conrad Robinson, Chris York, and so many others. Acting, she's got the acting chops, as you can see, and she studied with some of the greats. Dance as well, jazz, tap, hip hop, ballet, musical theater, part of the Broadway Artists Alliance, Broadway Kids Workshop, Class Act, various master classes. So I've heard House of Music, guitar, piano, and drums, and some of her other skills. Songwriter, advanced ukulele. Again, you learned something new on our show. You might not have known that she's skilled in these areas. Piano, guitar, handbells, cymbals, drums, ski, advanced too, soccer, softball, tennis, swim, surf, scooter, pogo stick. She doesn't sleep. Hula hoop, rollerblading, ice skating, horseback riding, skateboarding, and her accents can include British, Southern, New York, and German. Pretty cool stuff, huh? So there she is. And again, we have some other wonderful shots I want to show you here. We're going to talk about them with her as we go along. Some fabulous shots through the years. And there she is with Dick Van Dyke as the lead in the movie Buttons. And that's not a faked embrace. Dick Van Dyke is like that. Dick Van Dyke is one of the warmest people in entertainment you'll come across. He's the real deal. It's a fabulous person. And here's some performances as well. Carnegie Hall. And again, we're going to be talking about this. We'll go over these with Olivia. I tell you, such a blessing when we're at Carnegie Hall, and some other great shots. And we'll tell you who these fine folks are. You see Mairead Nesbitt, of course, as well, and so many others, Ian Magoon and everybody there. Really good group. And we have some fabulous clips as well. Here's one of her recent shots. Beautiful shot as well, headshot as well. And I dug up some pictures too. Here's another one too. Love that shot. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Over the years, again, we've been together at Carnegie Hall. So some wonderful shots there with some of our friends. I love that shot. Devlin Stark's there and everybody. That's a great shot there. And I would think it was emceeing that year. And you see Olivia right there next to Devlin. And that's a really, really cool shot. And then here's another shot that you probably saw when Paul Green was on. I showed this really cool shot that Olivia's mom actually took for us. This is in the dressing room at Carnegie Hall with Olivia and our other mutual friend, Paul Green, actor and musician. You always see him on the Hallmark Channel. Lots of the great movies. He's a cool guy and great friend of ours as well. And that was just this past December at Carnegie Hall in New York City when we were all doing our thing there during the holiday concert. And a lot of happy faces, always a happy time there. So it's really cool to welcome her to the show. Again, dear friend, wonderful person, great spirit, accomplished a lot thus far and has so much more to go. We're so excited to welcome my dear friend, Olivia Clark, to the show. Olivia, welcome. It's great to have you here.
I'm so grateful to be on the show.
So how are you doing today? I know you're always busy, and I just listed out only part of the stuff that you've done in your illustrious career. What are some of the things you've been doing lately to sort of keep busy during all this crazy time we've been going through, my friend?
Well, recently I've been focusing a lot on my music because the industry has kind of been shut down for the most part. So there isn't much to do for auditions. So I've been focusing a lot on songwriting. I've been taking a lot of college courses focused on songwriting as well. I've been doing my internship, my dance internship, and actually a portion of the funds go to the Actors Fund and the Broadway Relief Project from that as well.
That is fantastic. That is wonderful. And now you're in a studio there, right? You actually went to a studio specifically so you can record or do a live performance for us, which I think is really cool. We appreciate that.
Yes, the wonderful School of Rock let us use their studio, so I can perform here for you guys.
That is cool. We're going to do that in just a minute. First, I wanted to ask you, for the folks that are watching right now who maybe know of you, but maybe they've seen you in performances, they've seen you on stage, they've seen you on television, they want to know more about your background as far as how I told them about some of the accomplishments and some of the projects, but what first inspired you early on, Olivia, to want to be a performer, to want to sing and act and dance and do all this wonderful work that you do?
Yeah, music has always been so close to my heart. Performing has always brought me so much joy. Even back in the Mommy and Me classes, I loved playing the drums and feeling the rhythm and singing. And my mom told me ever since I was little, I just always wanted to do this. And I had constantly been asking her from around 4 years old, Mom, I want to perform. And finally at 8, she gave in, and here I am now.
So what was one of the first things, do you recall one of the first productions or projects or events you were a part of where you were really out there performing for everybody?
Yeah, so my first professional gig was actually Little Miss Sunshine, which was at the Second Stage Theater, which is a Broadway theater, and that was incredible. It was my first professional job, and I was thrown into 8 shows a week, and I was 9 years old, and the cast was incredible, and I got to learn and work with so many talented artists, Stephanie J. Block, Will Swenson, Rory O'Malley, just Josh Lamone, incredible people in theater, and it was amazing. It was an incredible experience.
Wow. So then that really solidified the fact that you wanted to do this for a career, and because you love it so much. So then when you did that, I'm sure that a lot of people paid heed to that. They took notice. And what happened from there?
From there, actually, is right after that, I started filming Buttons, the movie, with Tim Janis, who is an incredible director, and I love working with him. And that truly was the role of a lifetime, getting to sing and dance with not just Dick Van Dyke, of course, but so many amazing artists, and getting to grow and watch that project evolve for so many years, and to see the final product that has come out was amazing.
So what was it like on set when you were working with that crowd and that group and the team and the crew? I mean, what was that like? You must have been pinching yourself saying, am I really here?
Yeah, whenever I'm on set, especially during Buttons, from such a young age, even at that age, I knew that that was my happy place. That is where I wanted to be always. I love being on set. I love working. I always loved it. And especially getting to work with Dick Van Dyke was incredible. And just everybody was so kind on that set. All the people involved were such good people. So I forged these connections with these amazing people. And I'm still friends with so much of the cast and the production and crew to this day.
And you were the lead too. And that was really extraordinary to have the role of the lead in that movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then of course we met, as I showed some photos, and we'll take a look at those again, at Carnegie Hall. I mean, of all the places to be, you love, as I do, being a part of that each year too, because it's for such a great cause with the Golden Hat Foundation and autism research. And there's so much love when we're all together, when we're either on stage or, like I said, in the dressing rooms there, backstage, throughout that whole building. And then after, if we go out to eat or whatever, there's just a lot of love, isn't there? And that's what it's all about.
All the people are just incredible. And of course, getting to perform at Carnegie Hall on that stage is already amazing of itself. But then with such kind people, getting to perform with them as well just makes the experience incredible every year.
So also television too. I mentioned that you've been dabbling in the world of TV. Tell us about the entree into the world of television as well. That's very cool. I mean, you have your tentacles in a lot of different areas, kind of like I do too, with all the hats, literally, that I wear. So, and it's a cool thing. You're sort of like a utilitarian type person, which I think is very important in entertainment, the arts. You can do a little of this and a little of that and a little of that. And it's a whole package, which is great. So when did you first get that entree into TV?
I think from the beginning I was auditioning all over because, like I said, I love all aspects of performing. And TV is also such a different but incredible side of performing. And I did a lot of sketch comedy, like you said. I got to do a part in Draftsville on NBC, which was so funny, so much fun. That was great. And yeah, I've done a lot of co-stars, which was also great.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when you look at it, and then music too, because you've, in addition to being a fabulous singer, and again, we've heard you in various venues, and you really are amazing. But you're also a songwriter. You also write your own original material too, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so same as singing and acting. I've always been writing little melodies and little poems my whole life. And recently I've started really focusing on songwriting. And I realized how much I wanted to put my songs out there in the world because I truly believe that music can connect us, and it brings so much joy to hear a song that I love, and it helps me through hard times. So I want to be able to do that for other people with my music. So I have been writing a lot of my songs. I'm currently working on putting my EP together. So if you want to follow me on Instagram or SoundCloud to hopefully keep an eye out for that.
That's fantastic. I mean, do you have a preference? I mean, if there was a go-to thing, Olivia, would it be the acting? Would it be stage? Would it be being in a studio and recording, or you love it all?
I love it all. I get asked that question all the time, and
Yeah.
I each of them owns a different part in my heart, and I love all aspects of it so much. So right now I can't choose.
No, it would be tough, hard for me too. I know what you mean, because there's different things about the work itself that you just absolutely love. When you look at all of this work thus far, I mean, you've accomplished a lot in a short period of time, relatively speaking. What are some of the things, when you really think about it, when you wake up every day and you have this excitement for life and excitement for creating and connecting? Because you and I are very similar. We're creators, we're communicators. We like to, feed off the energy of others and give it back. We like to put smiles on people's faces through our work. So for you, what are some of the things that inspire you, that give you great joy and blessing to do the work that you do, Olivia?
Like I was saying before, I believe all aspects of the art, music and watching your favorite movie, it brings people together. And I truly believe that it connects people, and it brings a smile to people's faces, and it brings people joy. And just knowing that what I do brings so much joy to people all around the world truly makes me happy and keeps me going and keeps me persevering. And I think that is just what makes me happy, and why I love to do this, because I love to make other people happy.
Isn't it fantastic when you get a chance to really do that, and it's part of something that you do? It's part of it's a career and a living and everything else, but it's not what's really driving you to do music and film and television and stage work and everything. It's the desire to want to inspire and lift other people. That is really a very lucky place to be in life, isn't it?
It is, and it makes me happy as well too, singing my favorite song or watching my favorite movie or sitting with my friends and watching a TV show together. It makes me happy, and it makes other people happy. So what could be better than that?
Absolutely right. I want to show some clips here too, because we have a live performance that you're going to be doing for us, and you got everything all set up. It's a nice little studio. I see guitars, I see drums. I see that's really cool where you are. I have to visit that place one of these days. But I want to show a clip right away of. I'm going to start, I think, with buttons. We'll start with buttons, and then we can talk a little bit about that when we come back, because I think that's something that is. Relatively recent, and I think just a lot of people are going to fall in love with it. If they haven't seen this before, they really should go see it. So we'll take a look at that, Olivia. It's a very phenomenal clip with you and Dick Van Dyke, and you're singing and performing and dancing in the movie, and it's a really cool segment. So we'll watch that now, everybody. Enjoy, and then Olivia and I will be right back. That was absolutely fantastic. That was really, and again, you could just see the love there between the two of you, Olivia. I mean, that just must have been an extraordinary experience for you, huh?
It was, right from the beginning, we formed such a connection. That was actually the first scene I filmed with Dick Van Dyke, but also for the entire movie. That song was the very first one we recorded.
Mm. Again, I recommend people, and we appreciate Tim sharing that video clip as well on our show. It's just a really, really beautiful movie, and encourage folks, if you are down in the dumps, that movie will definitely lift you up. It's really extraordinary. It's a heartwarming story, and amazing actors and actresses a part of that. There's another clip I want to show as well. You've sent along some really fantastic stuff, and our research department did a little digging here. This one is Draftsville, Friday Night Lights parody on NBC. So let's take a look at this, and we'll come back and we'll chat about this one too, Olivia. Here we go.
This town is fantasy crazy. What are they gonna do if you lose?
I'll lose my job, our house, everything.
What if you win?
Trophy worth $8. My lineup is my business. We clear?
Yeah, we're clear, Coach.
When I draft my players, I ask one question. Do they got something to prove? I believe in Cam because I know his heart.
No, you don't. You've never even met him.
Why is this so important? It's just a game, or a game within a game.
So much more than that. Playing fantasy allows us to look inside ourselves and to proudly say, this week I beat my friends, some strangers on the internet, and for some reason that has made me feel good.
Let's talk about that. That's a relatively recent project too, right? Let's talk about that one.
So that one, I booked that and I filmed that right after I did 18 to Party, and we did 2 seasons for that. That was the trailer for the first season, and then we did a second season the next summer.
Wow. So for those who aren't familiar with it, what is the premise of that?
So that is basically, it's oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the right word to describe it. I'm forgetting it. It's slipping my mind. But
yeah.
It's a super funny show, and it's a comedy where the entire town is crazed and obsessed with fantasy football. And I get to play the daughter who kind of sees like, wait, why does everybody care so much about fantasy football? And that was a really fun character to play because everybody else in the town was obsessed with it. And she was the one who was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
But it was a parody of Friday Night Lights. That's the word I was looking for. It was a spin-off.
Parody, right, exactly.
Friday Night Lights. That was the show that it was based on.
So how did you like playing comedy?
That was also so much fun. 18 to Party was more of a dramatic one. It was definitely, there were some comedy aspects in it, but this was full-on comedy where the timing is everything. And I think that was so much fun. I had so much fun playing it off with my dad and my mom, who play the characters, the guy who played my dad in the TV show. But I had so much fun with that project. It was so much fun.
That's fantastic. So you would love to do more work like that too, huh?
Oh, for sure. I love comedy.
Yeah, comedy's great. Comedy's awesome. I love it too. We're going to take a look at another clip as well. Again, just showing the breadth and scope of your amazing work, my friend. You really have a lot of incredible, stuff that you've done under your belt, which is amazing. This one is 18 to Party. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it before we show it?
Yeah, so this is a review kind of phrased it this way, and I love the way that they phrased it. It was almost as if The Breakfast Club and Stranger Things came together. That's what I see this movie like. And it takes place in the 80s, and it just takes place in the span of one night, and these 8th graders are waiting to get into a club. So, since they're 8th graders, they're not in high school yet. They have to wait at the back of the line. And there's this whole sci-fi side to it too, with UFOs, and you get to learn about these kids and their families and the connections they forge with each other and how they come together. And I think it's incredible.
All right, let's take a look at that right now, and we'll be back right after this. This is 18 to Party with Olivia Clark.
What grade are you in? Eighth?
8th grade in the back.
What if we don't get in?
We're both getting in. Stop worrying about situations that don't exist. How do you do that?
I don't know. We're gonna get in. Not until the older kids get in, but after that, we're gonna get in.
You should come back. To drama. We're doing our town.
What about our town?
You guys heard about the UFOs, right?
There aren't any UFOs. It's like a NASA thing now.
If the government's involved, then we're all fucked. Fucking Reagan.
Seven kids died last year. I mean, it really is jinxed here.
Just coincidence. Things aren't jinxed.
You don't think things are jinxed if you think they're UFOs?
I don't think Brighton's jinxed. I just think that's what people want to believe.
I'm not the one who went to Aaron Palmer's summer party.
Shut up, Kira.
And made such a mess.
How you like that, Kira?
She thinks she's too good for everyone.
I think she's too bad for everyone. That's the real problem.
Everything is crazy and everyone is crazy and no one's paying attention.
Your life is mine. Now we've run out of time.
The thing, it's real. It's really real. Just come on, you'll see.
Dude, there's no UFO!
Only sunshine becomes you. Only sunshine becomes you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Really cool, really cool. That looks like something fantastic, huh? You must have really enjoyed yourself in that one.
I did. You know, the rehearsal process was actually really interesting. That was very much more of a theater-like rehearsal process where the director, Jeff Rhoda, took a lot of time focusing on us as the actors since, you know, we were all young kids to really bond and create connection of our own. So it became more real and fluid for the filming process. And the cast were all super close. And I think that really helped for us to be able to play off of each other because, you know, it's pretty snarky, teenager, back and forth at each other. And it was so much fun getting to film with just a cast of a bunch of kids. That's basically the entire cast. And that was a really, really special experience.
So where was that shot? Where were those elements that we were seeing? Where was that in New York or California?
Yes, that was in Brooklyn, I believe. I know we rehearsed in Brooklyn. We filmed in the New York area, but all around there in a few different places.
That's fantastic. So what are some of the things that you're working on right now too? Because again, we've had this sort of social isolation and a lot of places have been closed. Even with me, with my work in television, you know, some of the TV shoots that I would normally have had where I have to fly on a plane. I was supposed to go to Ireland, to Texas, to Florida for TV shoots. They've all been sort of like in limbo on hold. Everything's been on hold. A lot of the theaters in New York are closed. Broadway's closed till next year. What are some of the things that you've been working on to keep busy and to keep creative?
Like I said, I've been focusing a lot on my music right now. I love writing, so I also would like to dabble into, I write some short films sometimes, so maybe one day I could dabble over there. That's what I'm hoping, but I've been writing some short films, but I've mostly been focusing on my music and writing a lot of that, and I'm trying to compile the songs for my EP, so once things start to open up again, hopefully I can get into the studio and record my music and release it to all of you guys.
Well, speaking of that, that's a brilliant segue to the song that I know you want to perform. What is the song? Now, this is like breaking news, but the good kind of breaking news. You're actually debuting a new song that you have written, and you're debuting it here live for all of us on the Jim Masters Show Live, which we really appreciate. What is the title of the song, and what is the song about?
This is called Owe It All to You, and I wrote this actually a few weeks back in the midst of quarantine. And obviously, we're still in quarantine, but when everything was shut down and locked down, and I had left my house for 3 months, and this is really a song dedicated to the healthcare workers who were out there at the front lines fighting to keep us all safe.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. And we're going to debut that, my dear and fabulously talented friend, Olivia Clark, live in the studios there in New Jersey. She's going to sing and perform this amazing song for us here exclusively. This is a worldwide premiere on the Jim Masters Show live, right? Ever the announcer, right? The worldwide premiere on the Jim Masters Show. All right, gang, here we go. We're going to toss it over to Olivia Clark. Enjoy, and then we'll be back right after this. Olivia, it's all yours.
See the sun rise again, and I owe it all to you. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. How do I thank you for fighting when I fall down? It's too much to ask of you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. Owe it all. Suddenly we're starting to heal. Been a while since I could feel the wind blow freely on my face. This is turning back into the place that I once called home. And I don't feel so alone. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. How do I thank you for fighting when I fall down? It's too much to ask of you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. Owe it all. Last night I dreamt that I held you. This morning there was something I could do. Being apart nearly killed me, but keeping you safe is something that I need. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. How do I thank you for fighting when I fall down? It's too much to ask of you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. I just want to thank you for getting me through. I owe it all to you. Owe it all. I owe it all to you.
Very beautiful. Yay. What'd you think, gang? Wasn't that amazing? That was awesome. That's a beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
You know, some are asking for an encore. Could you, it was just a technical thing. It was a little muffled in the beginning, you know, just a little muffled with the audio. Can you play it again? We'd love to have everybody hear the full thing, because the sound is really good now, but you know how wacky technology is sometimes, right? So I will do the intro, Olivia Clark, right now, live for you, this worldwide premiere encore just for you. Take it away, Olivia.
Little hearts one by one, wait till they can see the sun. Again, pray for the day this will end. The tears have fallen for too long, too hard to even sing this song, 'cause I'm starting to slip away. When's the last time that I smiled? Haven't done that in a while, and that's not my style. And I guess I should be thankful to see the sun rise again, and I owe it all to you. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. It's too much to ask you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. Owe it all. Suddenly we're starting to heal. Been a while since I could feel the wind blow freely on my face. This is turning back into the place that I once called home, and I don't feel so alone. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. How do I thank you for fighting when I fall down? It's too much to ask you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. Owe it all. Last night I dreamt that I held you. This morning there was something I could do. Being apart nearly killed me, but keeping you safe is something that I need. It's the truth, couldn't do this without you. How do I thank you for fighting when I fall down? It's too much to ask you, but you're the reason we'll pull through. In the end, we'll owe it all to you. I just want to thank you for getting me through. I owe it all to you. It all. I owe it all. I owe it all to you.
Absolutely fantastic. I see a standing ovation all around the world. That is amazing. What was the inspiration? And you mentioned that is really a positive, inspiring song now for these times. And again, supporting, those who have really been on the front lines. That's amazing to be able to come up with that, during this time of quarantine. And there's a lot of sadness out there in the world right now. And you want to lift spirits. That inspires you to lift spirits of others, right?
Yeah, I felt such a gratitude to the healthcare workers, but everybody else who is truly on the front lines during this pandemic and still is now, because they're the ones that are getting us through it. And I wanted to write a song to show how much gratitude I really have towards them. And what I was saying before about music and how it helps when I have such a strong feeling and I want to show my feelings and emote them, I write a song. So that's what I did.
Well, it's beautiful. And your godmommy, Val, loves you. Watching. Hi, Val and Nick and Olivia. You have accomplished a lot, very young age, great work. I just want to show you some of the comments because this is a very viewer interactive show. Joseph in Stamford, Connecticut, beautiful tribute. Olivia, you are very talented. God bless. And Susie Malone watching on Facebook. Hi, Jim and Olivia. Great song. Willie, who is up at 2 a.m. in the Netherlands. She's a trooper. Lots of claps there. The clap signs as she watches on Facebook. Merlin in Canada. Oh, she's got claps and smiley faces and hearts. And
I'm really glad everybody enjoyed the song.
Absolutely. Isigari in Barcelona, Spain loves you in Barcelona. Fantastic, Olivia. And Julia Walsh says you are amazing. I love you, girl. She's watching on the watching on the Gym Masters TV channel on YouTube, watching the show. So awesome, Sierra. And Nick loves it. And Carissa Clark, is that part of the family?
Sure. Hi, Carissa.
So amazing.
Big shout out to my entire family, my sister, my dad, because they have helped me through all of this and helped me to keep pursuing my dreams and have gave up a lot and sacrificed a lot to help me achieve my dreams and do what I want to do every day. So I love you, Mom, Dad, and Carissa.
Very beautiful. Absolutely. The support and love of family is the best. And I have that as well. And there's nothing better than that. Sophia says, you are so good. And absolutely, I agree. And she's doing amazing, isn't she? Absolutely. And Nicole says, so proud of you, Olivia. And Julia again says, go, Olivia. Karen Levitt says, incredible talent. Really enjoy listening to you. That is also
That you loved it.
yeah, and she's in New Hampshire. Christopher Joseph in Ohio says, great body of work. Keep going. A lot of them were talking about some of the things we were showing earlier. Wonderful memories, so interesting. Loved Buttons, the movie.
I love
Yeah, that absolutely. It was a great movie. Ernestine Webb, I guess, saw this as well. And
I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it.
Rosalie in New York City says, fantastic. Kathleen in New York City says that was so nice. And really incredible comments we've gotten there, just pouring in. We always get so many fabulous comments, Olivia, on the show. And
it really makes me happy that you all enjoyed it, because this was also my first time sharing this song with really anybody besides my family. And it makes me so happy that people are enjoying the song.
well, we're very happy that you're doing it here for us tonight and doing it live. You know, we were talking about different ways to do it, but doing it live, there's something about it and the interaction of the viewers. And exactly. Renee in Iowa says, lovely, Olivia, absolutely loved it. And also adds, you have a beautiful voice, Olivia, as well. So again, everybody very touched, and you're getting a chance to see the scope of Olivia's. And I was telling you the last couple of nights when we were mentioning that my friend Olivia was coming on the show, the scope and range of her brilliance and her wonderful talent. Kathleen Walker, New York City, gives you lots of claps as well. So they're giving you their own virtual standing ovations, and love you so much. And Issy says, mucho suerte, Olivia. So she loves it too. And let's see. Ernestine Webb says, hi, Matthew. Glad you can join the Jim Masters show tonight. He has a great guest on his show. Absolutely. And Michael says, so good, so good.
Thank you.
PJ Farley says, and he's on Facebook, says, what a great song as well. So
incredible teachers actually at this facility. So thank you so much.
PJ. Oh, fantastic. And flowers for Olivia from Willie in Holland, the Netherlands. Isn't that cool? There's always lots of light, love, and levity on this show, Olivia. We always love to share it with everybody. You know, that's what life is all about. Put smiles on people's faces, and we love to do it every night here, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Let's talk about also some of the cool photos that we have here. I want to start with this one, Olivia. This is a cool shot, a wonderful group shot there. Where was this?
So that was a picture of the entire cast at the opening night of Little Miss Sunshine.
And where did that happen? Where was that located?
Well, Little Miss Sunshine was performed at Second Stage, but the opening night was actually at the Yotel, which was a really, really cool hotel in New York City.
Very nice. And of course, this picture, which is just
one of my all-time favorite pictures. That's of me and Dick. And actually, a fun little story about him. Actually, on that day on set, for my first time meeting him, I wanted to make him cookies. So I baked him cookies, but I actually burnt them, and I didn't have enough time to make a new batch. So little 9-year-old me strolls up, and I give him a bag of burnt cookies, and he starts talking to me, and he opens up the bag and actually starts eating them. I guess, and that's just it just shows how kind he is, and what a great guy he is.
He really, really is. He's touched so many lives over the years. Here's another cool shot, Olivia, here as well. For those who are just joining us here in the 8 o'clock hour, I'm your host, Jim Masters. We're live worldwide. This is the Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, The Jim Masters Show Live. We are simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook at Jim Masters TV, and everybody around the world is tuned in. My very special guest, multi-talented actress, singer, songwriter, dancer as well, the brilliant Olivia Clark, and dear friend as well. Here's another cool shot, Olivia. Tell us about that one.
Yes, that is a still from Buttons of me and my screen mom, Julia. She is also an incredible actress, and we formed such a close bond through all the years of filming Buttons. I'm still very close with her today, and I love her so much, and she's so kind.
Yeah, you can see the love in that photo as well. And here you remember, of course, this shot from Carnegie Hall with our other dear talented friend, Paul Green.
Yes. Paul Green was also in Buttons, and though I didn't get to work with him one-on-one, seeing him act in the film was amazing, and getting to know him and work with him actually at Carnegie was also incredible.
And there's one of those MGM jackets that everybody likes that I have on that I'm sporting there in the dressing room.
The dressing room, and me and my mom saying how much we loved your jacket.
And here's another cool shot actually at Carnegie Hall. And there we are. Oh, there we are. Split screen. There we are. So you're right there. So, you know,
Yes.
when you do that, I mean, obviously some people, it takes a lifetime to get to Carnegie Hall, and you've gotten there early courtesy of Tim and all the wonderful people. What's that like? What's that like for you when you get to do that? I mean, for me as a host, being on stage and master of ceremonies for those events and other things that I do with our dear friends Tim and Elizabeth is a blessing. For you as a performer on stage, what does it feel like for you?
Unbelievable. There's almost no words to describe that feeling, because I guess it's the way the stage is. You feel so connected, even though there's such a vast audience and there's so many tears and tears, but you feel so connected with everybody there, and getting to just sing in that venue is as unbelievable as they say it is. And every year it is just, I am honestly so grateful, and I will be so grateful for the rest of my life getting to sing there. And I say that from the bottom of my heart, because that experience is just, there's nothing to compare it to, getting to sing there.
It can make you emotional, right? Very easily emotional, because it's such a beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. And we always hate to see it end each year because there's so much love. I mean, look at the orchestra and the choir and
joy. Everybody is just so invested, and the audience is so invested too. And it's just amazing.
It is. It is. We're all blessed to do the work we love to do and with the people that we do it with. Here's another cool shot.
Yes, that's with me and Paul Veloche. I got to work with him last year at Carnegie most recently, and I got to know him, and now him and I are dear friends, and he is a wonderful person. Very, very, very talented, and we stay in touch now, and I love him too.
Absolutely. And here's another great shot. Oh, yeah.
That is Tori Kelly, who is one of my idols, and I look up to her, and some of my music is almost a little bit inspired by her, and I feel like there's some connection to it. So getting to sing with her at Carnegie Hall this year or last year was unbelievable. It was amazing.
Yeah, really, really cool. And she was just so affable and approachable and pleasant and
kind.
Absolutely. Right on. Here's another cool shot.
Yes, that's with Tori as well, and so many other incredible artists that I got to sing with this year or last year at Carnegie.
Yeah, you got Mairead Nesbitt there as well, who we've had on the show as a guest, and Emir Magoon, and yeah, right. And of course, you're there in the red, and Tori and everybody. Absolutely fantastic. And here's another great shot. This is the one that I found.
Yes, that is a great spot. And Devlin actually played my sister in Buttons, or my soon-to-be sister in Buttons. So
that's right.
Working together for a while, so we're very connected. And of course, getting to work with you there, Jim, which, you know, unspoken, but absolutely amazing. Getting to work with you there every year is such a joy.
Appreciate that. And yeah, that's a beautiful backstage shot there at Carnegie Hall. All those happy faces there, lots of love and joy there as well. And so people have been asking, you know, what's next for you with, you know, the quarantining and all of that. And some of that's lifting now, but what's next for you?
Right. So actually coming up, I have another intense college program to focus on actually learning to produce my own music so I can continue to get my music out there. Again, like I was saying, I'm hoping to get my EP out there. If you want to follow me on SoundCloud, just look up Olivia Clark, Olivia with an A, and you can find that there. Or you can follow me on my Instagram. I actually have two, but we're merging them soon. But you can follow me on both if you want. It's Alivia314 or Olivia Clark Official to keep a lookout for my music, which I'm so excited to share with you all. And we'll see, you know, once things start to open up more, we'll see where auditions go. I think the industry is going to go in a really interesting place. So I'm excited to be a part of that ride to see how things change. And yeah, just continue to spread love and light like you do on this show. That's what I always try to do.
And it's a beautiful thing when you get a chance to do that as well. You know, when you look at everything, Olivia, I mean, just everything, and what we showed as far as the video clips and the photos and everything, and your fabulous performance now for us, this is just a small snippet of the work that you've done and that you're currently doing. When you look at it all, you must really, like I mentioned it with, you know, being in Buttons with Dick Van Dyke and all the other amazing performers and actors and actresses, but you must really wake up and like, wow, is this a movie or is this really my life?
You know, I do sometimes. I just to sit and think of, for such a young age, I'm 16, and to think of the incredible experiences I've had in my life. Sometimes it takes my breath away just to realize the people I've worked with and learned from and got to know, and the places I've got to film, the things I've got to work on. It's so great. And also I forgot to mention that my film 18 to Party is going to be coming to streaming services this fall, so keep a lookout for that.
That's exciting. So that's coming this fall. So that's something to look forward to, huh?
I'm very, very excited for that. That movie is so fun. The cast is incredible. The production people themselves, the crew is amazing. Everybody, you know, I've been so fortunate because everybody I've gotten to work with and every piece of art I've gotten to be a part of, everybody involved has been so good and kind and truly passionate about the arts. Everybody I've worked with has really, really loved what they do. Like you and I, we love what we do. And it's so great to get to work with those types of people, to show the commitment to the arts, because it does take a lot of hard work and commitment to be a part of this industry. And I'm so fortunate that I got to work with so many amazing people, and I have so many amazing people on my team.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the support and love is important to surround you with. And I do the same thing because it keeps you grounded, because there's so many trappings and so many different avenues you can take. But when you have the love and support and direction of those people who really care, most notably the family, dear friends, management, whatever it may be, they guide you in the right directions. And that's a very important part of all of this, right?
Yes, a shout out to my, like you said, my agent and manager as well. Been with me since the beginning and never lose faith in me and keep me going. And everybody that I have on my team, just truly, like I was saying about my family, I really could not have done anything that I've accomplished without them, because they have constantly been there to support me and get me through everything. Like I said, this is a lot of hard work sometimes, and it can get a bit overwhelming when you have a lot going on. Also, because I'm also still in school, so I have to do my best to keep a balance on that. And sometimes I've lost my way on being able to balance both. But my family and my friends have really been there to help me get to where I am and get through everything.
Is there anything that you're studying in school other than the arts and everything that you have such a love for? Anything other loves that you have besides all of this?
Right. Well, like I was saying, I love writing. So I love English. I love reading. I love writing. I write poetry and short stories constantly. So I always love English class. But because I feel that writing lets you express yourself in a way that you can't always express yourself in, and getting to create characters and stories. And I guess that connects to acting too, and singing. Really, it's all connected in a way. So definitely English. And also I'm a part of the Balladeers, which is an a cappella group at my school, which is so amazing. And I've never been a part of an a cappella group before, which is such a great experience. And the girls involved in that, they're also amazing and talented, and we're like a family. So definitely for sure that.
That's fantastic. Is there anything, I mean, I know it's early in this career to ask this, but is there anything on the bucket list? Are there things that you're like, one day you hope to do that, or that you're sort of aiming your journey, your life's journey towards? I mean, you've done so much already that some people, it takes them a lifetime to have these experiences you've had thus far. But are there certain things that you already know, boy, I really hope I get an opportunity to do that or work with that project or those people or that type of thing?
Definitely, for sure. I have some short-term goals and more long-term reach goals that I hope to someday achieve in my future. Like I was saying, which I keep reiterating this a lot, but I do really hope to get my EP out, which is also a lot of work, but being able to record my music and share that with the world, that's more of a short-term goal. Of course, continuing just to stay in the arts no matter where I go in life, and continuing to use that for good. I do hope one day a long-term goal of mine is to write a feature film and help produce that and get that out in the world. That's something I've always wanted to do, and definitely just use my music and this arts for the good no matter where I go in life. I just want to keep spreading art throughout the world because I feel that the arts hold so much love and it can bring us together. And I keep saying that over and over again, but it's true. And I just want to keep using it for good and spreading love and positivity through my music, through acting, through dancing, through wherever I go in life. I just want to keep using it for good in the world. And I want it to be a part of the change in the world because our world is really evolving and changing right now in so many ways. And a lot of needed change is happening. And I'm glad that we can use music and art to help propel that change and to spread the joy and the kindness.
Absolutely. And the other thing that I know that you do, which is really important, and I like to do it too in my world and television, radio, and other areas, you like to mentor. I mean, like you said, you're 16 and already you're mentoring even younger minds and working with younger folk who are interested in the arts as well. Tell us a little bit about some of the opportunities you have to actually work with young minds who are really juiced up and excited about doing this work in music and film, acting, singing, songwriting, dancing.
Well, like we were saying before, I have 2 internships, one at Dance Molinari, which is, I've been with them for years, and they're an incredible dance studio right in Times Square. And I love working with the younger kids there, but also the kids my age, but really getting to help teach them and grow with them because I remember being younger, in my younger years going to Dance Molinari and looking up to the interns there whenever I needed help with a combination or a step, going to them. And I always wanted to be like them. And now I do get the chance and opportunity to help these kids. The same at Broadway Youth Ensemble, helping the younger kids learn their parts because everybody in that group just loves singing and it's truly like a family and there's so much joy. And the leaders in that, Amelia DeMaio and Joe Baker, do such an incredible job with the kids and being able to help bring so many, like sometimes 50 kids come together to create beautiful harmonies and songs and just being able to help that. And I get to sometimes help out with the middle school productions at my school and the kids are just great there and so fun. And, theater people are amazing people and helping the kids learn dance or songs, whatever they need help with. I like to become a little mentor to them and I create great connections with these kids wherever I go because I love to see how much the arts has influenced them because I know, I keep saying when I was younger, I'm still 16, but when I was younger and still now, of course, I loved music so much and it was such a inner passion of mine and just seeing people around me that loved it so much truly helped me to stay in it. So I just want to be somebody who can guide them to continue to stay in the arts no matter where they go in life, whether they become a doctor or a mathematician, they keep music and art in their life because it's what makes us human. I believe the arts, that side of us, that passion, the joy, just dancing together, that's what makes us people. That's what makes us so special that we get to love something so deeply together. I always say music is like this universal language because you don't have to know what it's saying, but you can feel the emotions. Sorry, I'm talking a lot.
No, it's good. Yeah.
You can feel the emotions from people singing or the music playing, and you can understand people through music.
I agree. I think whenever we have an opportunity to communicate with people, and we're very blessed and very lucky, you and I, because we are in these roles where we're in the public eye, and we have a responsibility when you're in the public eye as well to share essences of who you are through your work, whether it is television and radio hosting and all the work that I do, whether it is the work that you do as well, Olivia. There's always essences of the true self in this work. And when you have an opportunity to put smiles on people's faces and to lift them through your craft, and then you get the feedback from people describing to you how they've been so gloriously and amazingly impacted by your body of work. And sometimes I've even had where people have watched me on TV or listened to me on the radio or whatever it is for a long time and never like reached out. And then I'm in a supermarket or a Home Depot somewhere, and then they come up to me and they tell you, oh, I've been meaning to contact you for years, but I love what you do and you inspire me and you've touched me. And that moves me. I mean, that's truly, that's the icing on the cake. That's the gravy. That's true blessing. And I love that because it knows that just confirms for me that the work that I'm doing really has meaning and has value to those who are the consumers of the work. So when you get that feedback too, Olivia, that must also move you deeply as well, huh?
It does. It really stays with me. Actually, going off of what you were saying, when I performed at Carnegie Hall 2 years ago, I got a chance to be really creative. And Tim told me, you can do something different this year, figure something out that you really want to do. So I wanted to do something really special and really memorable. So I wanted to try something new, and I took this more gospel approach, actually. And I ended up doing a medley of Imagine and My World Needs You. And I had this incredible gospel choir, New Soul, behind me, back me up. And it was a 10-minute long song, but the audience was so invested and the feedback from that was overwhelming. And I felt so connected to the people in the audience. And when I was singing, I saw people lifting up their hands and I saw people singing along in the audience. And it filled me with so much joy because we put so much work into that. But it made me so happy to see how happy that performance made others.
Right. Absolutely. And that it just drives you to want to keep going and to do more and more, right?
Yeah. And I was actually very, very sick that day for the performance. I had a bad fever. You remember, I was in the dressing room curled up in a ball and I couldn't move. But the second I walked out on stage and I saw the rows and rows of people and their smiling faces, I instantly just felt happy and I felt better because it was an amazing performance and I got through it. And it just made me so happy.
That happens too. It's mind over matter. It's the adrenaline. It's the excitement of what you're doing. I had that happen on the radio once. I was supposed to do a 3-hour radio show nonstop, just myself. And all they had was the top of the hour break and the bottom of the hour break and a couple of commercials. And I had to be all excited and the whole thing and talk to listeners. And I knew when I went into the radio studio, Olivia, I wasn't really feeling my best as it's something is building, maybe a cold or something. It was a couple of years ago. And it was on iHeartRadio. I hosted a show for years on iHeartRadio and hosted and produced it on iHeartRadio. So this was a Friday night special episode we were going to do. And I knew that, kind of like when you have to go out on stage or when I have to go on radio or television, you're there, you have to go, you just have to do it. You got to get over whatever's going on. So I wasn't feeling that well, but I said, I got to do this. So as soon as I went on air, hi, everybody, Jim Masters here, the whole thing, all of a sudden, whatever was starting to build subsided. And it was sort of mind over matter. The adrenaline took over. I was refocused on the task at hand, the work I had to do, the hosting I had to do. So that went on for about 3 hours. And it was cool. My voice was a little scratchy because I knew something was happening, maybe a sore throat building or something. But still, the audience didn't really know, which is amazing sometimes too. The audience never knows when you're not really feeling well or you don't think that was the best, yet they love it. And soon as we wrapped up, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Soon as we wrapped up and I said, all right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It was a great show, blah, blah, blah. Have a good evening and all. The minute I said goodbye and good night, all of a sudden it was like Oh, bomb went off. Oh, I was sweating and fever, and I was getting like sore throat. I could barely talk, and it's as if it suppressed everything because of the adrenaline of what I had to do on the air. And then the minute I was done and I had nothing else to focus on, the body said, okay, we held it off for 3 hours. Now it's our turn. And I had 102 fever, and it was like crazy.
Wow.
But it suppressed because I was on the air. It's very similar. Like you said, you went out, you weren't feeling your best, but you gave a great performance. Nobody really knew anything. And that is amazing when we're able to do that, right?
Yeah, the adrenaline that kicks in when you're live, like live theater, that's something, a little different than being on set, because there's an audience right in front of you and you have to give it your all no matter what happens. I actually, during Little Miss Sunshine, I had to perform this little act on a pogo stick, actually, while hula hooping. And,
while hula hooping too?
on my arm. And I had to go out, and of course, something went wrong, and I fell all over the place, and the hula hoop shut out into the audience. But you just have to get back up and keep going.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We've got some more comments coming here, some more love I just wanted to share with you. You are uplifting, and Isigari there in Barcelona, absolutely loving it and sending love from Barcelona. And Merlin, this is so important to love what you are doing. Our other dear friend, Tiffany Lauren, is watching. Tiffany, the violinist in Chicago. She's usually there as well. Hi, Olivia. So proud of you. And to see you on with Jim. Lots of love. Hi, Jim, as well. Good to see you, Tiffany. Tiffany was also a guest on the show a couple of weeks ago as well. And we had a wonderful conversation. And she played her Irish fiddle for us live on the show, and that was fantastic. More cool comments coming in. There's lots of auditions and traveling, so you really have to have the stamina to continue, and that's really important. You have to have that stamina. So what are some of the things that you do to prepare yourself? Do you eat healthy? Do you exercise? Drink tea? The different things, routines that you do to maintain for yourself?
Yeah, totally. I mean, throughout my life, I always try to stay healthy and active. I'm a pretty active person. I love being outside. So I love, staying healthy. And something that's a little cliche but true is if I don't feel the best with my voice and I have to sing, or even just, I have an acting job or a voiceover job because I do a lot of voiceovers, I'll get chicken noodle soup because that does wonders for the voice.
Yes, it does. Yes. No milk. Never have any milk, right?
No, sadly, no chocolate, which is.
Oh, that's rough.
Yes, I also drink apple juice a lot. Apple juice helps my voice. I have my apple juice right over here. Do you? I do.
Wow. And of course, tea is always good, but you don't want it to be too hot. Sometimes I've even had, I've been in TV studios where we're doing a show or interviews or whatever it is, and they'll have a guest, and the guest will always ask for ice cold water. And I always tell the guest, no, you don't want ice cold water. If anything, make it a little lukewarm, maybe even leaning towards warm, because that relaxes everything and it just clears everything out. Good for sinuses too, but it's just different when you have the warm water versus the ice cold. Ice cold constricts everything.
Yeah.
Little vocal tips here for everybody watching in case you want to pursue any of our industries.
Water. Drink a ton of water.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is beautiful. This is really terrific. I tell you, Olivia, so much more to do and so many cool things you're working on. And we thank your mom too, who, we've been on the phone with her, and she's a beautiful lady and have had an opportunity to meet her on multiple occasions through various events.
So much.
Yeah.
She everything, and I wouldn't be where I'm without her. And I know she's watching. So, Mom, I love you so much.
Absolutely. So, any word of inspiration you'd like to leave for the audience? If there's somebody right now that might be going through a really tough time, Olivia, and things have been tough for many, many people. Everything that's been going on lately has touched the lives of all ages around the world. Anything positive and inspiring that you'd like to leave for somebody watching who's down in the dumps right now, maybe?
I I'm an optimist, and I truly believe that things will always get better. And I believe that if you really are in not the best place, find the people that love you and care about you and can get you through it. And for me, I turn to music. Music makes me happy. I listen to my favorite songs and they help me get through everything. So figure out what makes you happy in life and find the people that make you happy. Surround yourself with good things, with kind people, with love, with joy. So much that's shared on the show. And stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody change you. And you just have to keep going. You have to wake up tomorrow and you have to keep going, because I promise, I know I'm just a 16-year-old little girl, but I promise that things will get better.
That's right. It's that positive spirit. And that's what I'm all about too. The glass is not half empty, it's half full. And yeah, and you got to fill yourself with love and light. And I say levity, or as we coined the word lovity here on the show, which everybody likes. It was a Freudian slip. I said it a couple of nights ago, levity, when I was supposed to say levity and love. And like people were like, no, we like levity. Keep that.
I love it too.
Well, this was terrific. And I want to, we do our toasts with our guests as well. I mean, we pull out all the stops here on the Jim Masters Show live. So we toast you. Yeah, of course. You've got it. Exactly. And I have just, this is actually some green tea, some green iced tea, which is really, really good. Very refreshing. But we toast you, and looking forward to seeing you in Breaking Bread again real soon, Olivia. Thanks for all the time. Thanks for performing. Oh, thanks for performing that beautiful song exclusively here on the show and debuting it. That was very touching.
Be a part of the show, and I'm so grateful for getting to be on here with you and getting to talk to you again, because it's always a pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did having you on the show, Olivia.
I had a blast.
And you felt the love and the light and the inspiration, right? I was promising that's what it's all about.
It really is. There's so much love in this community of all the viewers that you have. They're all so kind and such good people. And I'm so thankful to all of you who sat and watched here today, Jim and I.
Absolutely. You take care, and thanks for everything. It was a great episode. And again, thanks for going to the studio just for us. And if people want to learn more, where should they go? To the Instagram and other places?
Yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram. Either of my Instagrams, Olivia314, Olivia Clark Official, and look me up on SoundCloud, Olivia Clark, to listen to my music.
That's right, on SoundCloud.
Reach out to me. Feel free to DM me. Yeah.
Exactly. And if you see on the screen there where Joseph in Connecticut says, and he's watching on YouTube, saying hello to all of our viewers on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, on the Jim Masters Show Live, and everybody on Facebook, Jim Masters TV. And that's, if you're looking for the spelling of Olivia Clark's name, that's how she spells it. You see it on the screen, Alivia. People probably try it with the O, right? Olivia. You get that a lot. He says, thank you. It's a beautiful. Huh?
So I was just going to say a fun little thing about Olivia that my mom actually came up with. My middle name is Faith, and my mom thought A for alive, so alive with faith. That's the the secret little meaning in the family.
That's beautiful. See, folks, another exclusive here on the Jim Masters Show Live. A lot of exclusives. So Joseph says thank you. And also Ernestine, who is in North Carolina. Thank you, Olivia. You're a lovely young lady. And Marilyn says thank you for a good show. She's loved it as well. And Kathleen says such a nice and talented young lady as well. And Christine loves her green iced tea. So do I. That's really good for you as well. And Renee in Iowa, thank you very much, Olivia. More love coming your way. And in Barcelona, Spain, muchas noches. Gracias, Jimmy. Thanks, Olivia. That's really cool and nice as well. So just some of the folks who are saying that they love it and that they're having a wonderful time watching. And we appreciate that. Olivia, again, a blessing and a joy to have you here. You are welcome back on the show at any time when you have new cool things or you just want to say hi. We'd love to have you back at any time.
Yes, and definitely perform another exclusive original.
Another exclusive original on the Jim Master Show Live. And you've got the sanction of George Burns and Jeannie in the Genie bottle.
I'm very grateful for that.
That's it. You're a blessing. You're a wonderful friend. And thanks again for joining us on the show. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks.
You too.
Thank you. And thanks to the gang there at the studio for facilitating this exclusive.
Everyone at School of Rock. Thank you, everyone here. And again, thank you to my family. Thank you to my mom.
Absolutely. And one more coming in here. Bye, young lady and Jim. We like that. And yeah, some really nice comments coming in here. All right, Olivia, you're the best. Thanks so much for joining us here on the show and for all the great time and opening up your life to us. I think people really got a good sense of the reason why you do what you do, not just the talent itself, the raw sheer talent, but also the reasons why you do what you do and the love that you have for it, like I do in my work, and giving props again to those around you who support it. Whether they're people who just buy the music or people who see you on television and movies, the family and friends. That's what it's all about, right?
It is. It is.
You take care. Love you, and we will see you again. And thanks a million for being on the show. It was a blast.
Thank you a million for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. We'll see you again soon. You take care.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye now. Our very special guest, Olivia Clark. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that fantastic? Did you enjoy that? Absolutely. And again, you can find her music, SoundCloud, and everywhere else. She's on Instagram. And again, like I mentioned, when we were talking about having her on the show, because we've known each other for a number of years now, she automatically said, Jim, I would love to be on. It sounds like, the atmosphere that I really look for, inspiring, light, levity, and so much more. And that's what it's all about. And it was really cool having her on the show. And we appreciate the folks at the studio who facilitated this exclusive opportunity where she debuted. There was literally, I know we've been laughing about it, but it actually truly was a world premiere of her brand new song, a song that she wrote herself and performed here exclusively on the show. And we wanted her to do it that second time. So, internet sometimes can be crazy and had a little bit, just like a muffled sound or something. So we wanted you to hear it clear and intact. So she belted it out the second time as well. And it was amazing, wasn't it? That's what it's all about, folks. And everybody's still saying some wonderful comments coming in here. Great show. It was a great show. Ernestine Webb, thank you very much. We're here every night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live worldwide on the Jim Masters Show Live. Again, this is our 9th week. Could you imagine? If it was 9 months, we could have had a baby. But this is our baby with all of you there, all the light, love, and everybody around the world, and all these cool comments. Great show. Thank you, Kathleen, as well. I toast to all of you and you and you and you and you here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Again, if you want to see some of these episodes again, if you want to watch this again, share the links. All you have to do is go to the YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV, and you can subscribe if you want. I know they use the word subscribe. I don't know why, because there's no cost. You're not buying anything. It just clicks the red button, subscribe. You get to see all of these episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, plus some of my professional work is on there as well. The Masters Mantras video series is there as well with positive light and love. So that's all available at YouTube. We archive all the shows there as well. And feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the Facebook page as well. A lot of people have been doing that. And thanks for sharing the links to the Jim Masters Show as well, as we're here 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific nightly. Also, I want to say to you that as we always say here on the show, if you didn't know, I might be the host of the show and the star of the show, but you guys are the real stars. You and you and you and you and you and all of you around the world and our circle of lovity. I always like to share this star with you because you guys are the stars. You tune in every night from all around the world, and I think that is awesome. And also, before we go, one last thing. Don't forget to breathe. Love one another. Breathe from the diaphragm. It's so amazing when you do that. Love one another. Relax. Care for one another. Look to the sun. Look to the light. The sun will always rise and set every day. That's a constant in life with all the crazy stuff going on in our world right now. That's always a constant. The ocean tides will come in and out, and the birds will chirp. So take a look at some of the constants in life and love one another and relax and breathe and be good to one another. We always say that at the end of our show here on the Jim Masters Show Live. And all of your friends here, Jimmy and Silver and George and Jeannie, Wish you a wonderful night as well. We appreciate, again, our very, very special guest, the talented Olivia Clark. And again, some of the wonderful photos that we shared over the years with other phenomenal talent. Really amazing. And she shared so much of herself and of her music and of her life with us here exclusively on the Jim Masters Show Live. And that's what friends do. You know, I knew that she was going to enjoy her time. There we are with our dear friend Paul Green. She was going to enjoy her time with us here. And you guys made her feel so welcome as well. And this isn't something that she does all the time. So for her to join us here on the show, we really appreciate that. And that's a keeper of a shot, isn't it? That is an absolute keeper of a shot. She's there with the incomparable Dick Van Dyke. So for all of us here, once again, we say thank you very much. We say thank you for watching. Thanks for all of your love and your support of the show. We're here every night. Share the links, have watch parties. We appreciate your being here. A couple more comments coming in. Great show. We appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for another great show, and good night, everyone. We appreciate that as well. So we've got tomorrow night. Don't go anywhere, because we have a Broadway star joining us. And I was just chatting with him today, Danny Bolero. He is a fantastic performer, Broadway as well as film and television. He's joining us tomorrow live and direct from California. He's all excited, and we're so happy to have him here. Some other cool people coming up soon. The legendary Ann Hampton Callaway is going to be joining us here on the program as well. We're very, very excited about that. She's coming up before you know it. Cindy Williams, who played, of course, Shirley Feeney on the legendary TV series Laverne and Shirley. She's a dear friend as well, and she's going to be joining us here. Another dear friend is Sean Wiley. I've interviewed him so many times on public television. He's a brilliant singer, performer, choreographer, dancer, and he is in the group Under the Street Lamp. And he's all excited to come on, and he's going to be hopping on the show as well. Again, I've known him for years, and he's really cool. You remember the movie A Toy Story with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason? Remember the other movie, A Christmas Story? That's a legendary one, A Christmas Story. Do you remember the kid in A Christmas Story who got his tongue stuck to the pole? Well, there he is. That's Scott Schwartz, then and now. Brilliant actor. He's going to be joining us on the show as well. And another great actor, another great friend. This is Sean Kanan. Sean Kanan played A.J. Quartermain on General Hospital. He's been in a lot of soap operas, movies, television, so much more. He's going to be joining us here before you know it on the program as well. And on Monday, legendary news anchor, veteran news anchor, television news anchor, and radio host Rita Cosby is joining me. She's another dear friend. She's going to be here exclusively on the Jim Masters Show Live. She has a really cool project that she's going to want to share with us as well. And again, as I mentioned, for me, the ocean is my go-to place. I live along the coast. I've grown up by the coast, and I always like to go by the coast for my solace and my peace on a daily basis as much as I can. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. Or we cycle. We get out there, and I'm a cyclist. I love tennis. I love the ocean. So as Olivia was saying, be active. She tries to be physically fit. She likes to keep active and exercise. I do the same, and it's a really good thing to do, especially now. You know, we've been locked in our houses, and you got to get out and you got to breathe, and you got to have a real sense of nature, and just get out there and enjoy and stay connected with people. That's a really important thing to do. One more comment coming in. Christine says, night all. That's a great way to end the show. So this is Jim Masters thanking you for your time this time till next time right here on the Jim Masters Show Live. We love and appreciate all of you. Share the links. We'll be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, live worldwide on the Jim Masters Show. For all of us here, we thank our very special guest, Olivia Clark, and we thank you for joining us here. And we hope you'll make this a regular part of your life, the Jim Masters Show Live here every night, worldwide on YouTube at Jim Masters TV and Facebook at Jim Masters TV. You have a great day, everybody, and enjoy your night. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.